Well, I gotta say this one was brought up to us. I mean, I've been selling premium against Devon Energy for quite a while now. This one came to us last night during one of our workshops. We did not feature it as our pick of the week, but the reason why I like Devon Energy is it seems to be maturing around a channel. As you can see here, we've got a couple of tests of support around this 45, $46 zone, resistance zone. And so what's really nice about that SIP is that we're coming off of a bottom here and we could we've got the signals. Let me zoom back in. We've got the signals to either open up a position, an initial covering position. So when we sell premium, it means that we're selling an option. And when we sell an option, these options, people buy these options so that they can have the right to do something between now and the expiration of that option. And depending on whether they're buying a call, if they're buying a call, they get the right to buy somebody's stock at a set price between now and the expiration of that call. If they're buying a put from us, they have the right to sell us a stock at a price between now and the expiration. So when we sell somebody one of these either calls or puts, we're taking on an obligation. They have a right, but the minute we sell it and we take some of their money so that they can have that right, we have this obligation that should they come knocking and want to exercise their right, we have to deliver. We can't say no because we took some of their money to sell them this contract up front. So, in order to deliver on that right, to make sure that we can honor that obligation, we have to set up an initial covering position. And so when it comes to this, the initial covering position for us to be able to sell calls in the future, call premium in the future, would be to either buy some of this Devon Energy stock, or we could, instead of buying the stock, we could buy ourselves some deep in the money, far out in time call options that could also serve as that covering position. That would also make it so that we can then sell call options in the future. And so we're getting the signal at the bottom of this channel right here with Devon Energy that it might be time to do one of those initial covering positions so we can sell call premium a couple of weeks from now. Or if by any chance there are some folks out there with about 2 or 3 weeks ago set up an initial covering position to sell puts. So that means you either shorted the stock or you bought a deep in the money, far out in time put option back here, maybe in the middle of April. If you did that, now is the time to sell your puts. So either one, whether you're just starting now and you're setting up your initial covering position so that you can sell calls in the future, or a couple weeks ago you set up your initial covering position in order to sell puts, now is the time to do that. So whichever side of the equation you're on, now is an action moment. And that's why I wanted to feature Devon Energy. And Devon Energy is a great symbol to do this on. It's in the sector that's no longer in the spotlight. Energy, now the spotlight is on things like banks and it's on things like artificial intelligence. And energy seems to have gotten less and less popular, which means for us premium traders, that's exactly what we want. We don't want anything that's in the spotlight. I think Devon Energy is worth taking action on.
And are you waiting for anything to happen specifically, or it
Okay, good
just time and
question.
essentially?
Well, let's look at my favorite signaling device. So that's this fast MACD. And so the fast MACD gave us a signal on Wednesday night. So on Wednesday night, after the market closed, the fast MACD gave us a pretty good signal. It wasn't above average volume, but it was heavy and it was building, and the price action of that day confirmed. And then yesterday, actually, we got follow through, which told us that, hey, you know what? This might be the symbol that we into. So yesterday was actually the good buy signal. But the good thing about our premium selling exploits is that you can be off a day or two. So you can see already if you bought yesterday, if you bought your stock or you bought your back month calls, or if you were already in that covering position and you sold your puts, that would have been ideal. We can still do something today, although it seems to be stalling after this morning's gap up. We may want to, you if we didn't get into it yesterday, we may want to wait until Monday to see what happens over the weekend. But we're at the perfect couple of days where we might want to take some action.